Jackie, your nerdy crafter. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I like to think if I were in Katniss's shoes, I'd rise up to the occasion. But the truth is, we don't know. But what we do know is that this Friday is the third part of the trilogy. And so for all you fans out there, you guys will learn how to make a Katniss Chibi. So let's see if you rise up to this occasion. Here's what you'll need for this project: a light beige, gray, black, brown, gold or yellow, white, green, rounded and pointy tools, a cutter, an eye pin, pink chalk pastel, and rubbing alcohol and a Q-tip to clean up your piece from dust particles and fingerprints. First thing we're going to do is take our light beige clay, make a ball out of it, and then lightly flatten it down. Remember, you don't want it to be too flat, so that the ends are still chubby and not too flat. Now take your rubbing alcohol and Q-tip and clean it up. Put some chalk pastel on your brush, and then you're going to dust on 2 rosy cheeks at the bottom of the face. Like so. Now take a flat end of any tool that is rounded, it could also be a chopstick, and make 2 indents for the eyes. Now for the eyes, it's fairly simple. You're going to take your white clay, flatten it out really thin, and then you're going to place it inside the eye sockets. Once that's done, you're going to take a ball of black clay, make sure that it's oval, flatten it down as well, place it in the middle of the white part. And then you're going to take your gray clay, roll it out as a thin snake, make a small U, place it right on top, and then you're going to make the 2 little white dots with your clay. For the contour of the eyes, you're going to take your black clay, roll it out into a really thin snake, and then put it only halfway around the eyes on the top. Once that's done, you're going to take small tiny pieces of black again and make 2 little eyelashes. Take your eye pin and remove the top part, put it right underneath the neck. If you have bacon bond, go ahead and put some on your eye pin. Now for the eyebrows, you're going to roll out a really thin snake again with your black clay and place them right above the eyes. Now take a small piece of black clay again and make the mouth however way you want. Now that the head is done, we're going to bake this for 6 minutes at 275 degrees Fahrenheit. Make sure that your oven was preheated. Now that the head is all baked, let's work on the body. For that, you're going to take your green clay and make a chubby teardrop shape out of it. Now you're going to lightly flatten it down. We don't want it to be too bulgy, so that it's not too thick. Take your cutter and remove a good part of it. Now for the pants, you're going to take your gray clay, roll it out into a thick snake, and then cut it to make 2 pants. You have to remember that we don't want the body more than 1.5 times bigger than the head. Now take your brown clay, make 2 little ends and place them underneath the pants. Pinch the bottom part of the boot just so that it looks like there's a foot. Now stick the pants together and place them underneath the body. So far so good. For the belt, you're going to take your dark brown clay, roll it out really thin, and then you're going to cut out a strip from it and place it as the belt. Now take a strip of gray clay and make a little buckle out of it. For her jacket, you're going to roll out a really thin piece of black clay, cut it into a rectangle and place it around the body. Make sure that it doesn't pass the length of where the belt is. With your black clay again, you're going to roll out a thin snake for the arms, and in the same way that we did the boots, you're going to attach a beige colored piece for the hands. Once that's done, you're going to smooth it in to the shoulders. With your gold clay, you're going to make a really tiny idea of the Mockingjay pin. Now take the head, again, if you have bacon bond, feel free to put some on the metal piece and then put it in the body. We're going to bake her for a second time at 275 degrees Fahrenheit for 8 minutes. Make sure that your oven was preheated. For the hair, the first thing we're going to do is take the brown clay, make it into a carrot shape, and then flatten it out. Then we're going to place it a little further to the right than halfway. Now do the same thing on the other side with a shorter strand. Flatten out a piece of brown clay and place it behind the head. That way we're just covering any bald spots. If you want the texture of the hair, go ahead and do so. I'm going to be using this tool. If you want to know the name, I'll leave it in the description box below. Now you're going to make 4 tiny strands with your brown clay, and you're going to place 1 on the left side of her head and 3 on the right side. Now you're going to make a thicker carrot, flatten it out, and place it on the top part of all the hair. Let's keep going. Now for the braid, you're just going to roll out a thin piece of snake, bend it in half, and then twirl it. You can definitely make a real braid if you want, but I'm going to go this way. There you go. Feel free to make the braid longer or shorter. There you go. Now bake her one last time for 8 minutes at 275 degrees Fahrenheit. All done! So the difference between these two chibis is that this one is frowning and this one has sweet eyes. The choice is up to you. Now if you were stuck in a tournament like that, what would your weapon of choice be? Would it be a bow and arrow or something else? And don't cheat by saying grenades. Don't forget to click that subscribe button. If you have suggestions for future geeky tutorials, leave them in the comments section below. And if you haven't added me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Tumblr, the links are down below. Until then, I will see you guys next week.